Good morning, beautiful spring morning. I've got a bit of a contract here. It's something I've lived with for a few years, but it's a real bodge. I've got a big metal gate. There's a 17-foot gate in a 14-foot gateway, which means that it's been tied with the baler cord to the wire, which isn't very satisfactory. And also got a big post there which is totally rotten, a victim of modern fence posts. And I've got a 14-foot gate that I want to hang on this side so that it's on the higher side of the gateway. Part of the problem was when I had the fencing done, they put the gate on the lower side, so the cattle were always perpetually sort of pushing against it if they wanted to, and put a lot of strain on the gate. So I'm going to rehang a 14-foot gate on this side if I can, rehang it and replace this, which there's more staples, there's a greater weight of staples than there is of wood in that post. So I'm going to have to cut those out, otherwise I'll be here forever trying to get those staples out. And I'll make a repair on the wire somewhere about here and put new wire around a new post and remake this end. See how far I get, and then worry about seeing if I can get a gate post in. Now this is this really granity outcrop here, so it's really difficult to get posts in. I might dig a hole to at least start the post off before I put it in. But anyway, that's a long way away yet. First job is to cut out the rubbish and start again, I think. So let's see how we do. Well, that's job one done. Now, I don't actually know if this digger is even worth wasting grease on yet, but I'll show a bit of willing.
usual football club. Only cut by an airplane heading into John Lennon Airport, and that's the only distance. 9 o'clock in the morning, on my way in, I would suggest. I said this morning that with David.
I've certainly found an oil leak. Sort of a creamy, horrible, probably part water, part oil leak. So I'm stopping digging before I get to the point where I've got no oil left and I get stuck with that one. I've got a bit of a hole started. So even if I only get the post in a foot or so, I've made some sort of headway. So that's the next job, is to knock the big post in there. But you can see it wouldn't have been very straightforward, but there's obviously more stone down below, so I haven't solved it, but I've just given us a head start.